Hello everybody, this is Simeonski. Welcome to another Rec Room tutorial. In this one, I'm gonna explain to you one of the mechanics that I used in my games and also show you how you can build this mechanic into your game step by step. Alright, let's start with the first mechanic that I'm using in some of my games, which is a simple fetch quest. So you talk to people, they send you to the next person and you continue to find basically the right person to talk to, and in the end you get an item or you can open a door or you get to a certain place in your game. Yep, that's the most simple mechanic that you can use in your games. I used this in my first game called Lost Sheep, and it's basically you go up to people. Yeah, maybe my brother can help you. I'm looking for my sheep here. And so this guy is leading me to his brother that is somewhere around here. Yeah, basically a simple fetch quest. You talk to the first person. This person is sending you to the next person. Your brother sent you. Have you heard of the punk in town? So I'm looking for the punk. Yeah, that's the kind of quest we are gonna build now from scratch, or the kind of game mechanic we will build now from scratch. And this we will do in our own little maker room. So here we are inside our maker room, and we are building this simple fetch quest mechanic here. So how do we start? Basically the thing we need most here is the trigger volume. Let's put this here. So the trigger volume is basically the one that triggers the text, and we would need an if chip for that. And a Boolean, or more Booleans. So what we do first, let's already put the if chip in between here, so I can show you what we want to do. And of course we also need a person that talks to us. So the easiest way to do this, to put a person in here, I made some easy avatars that you can use. Just type in "we are church." That's what I made them for. And then you can already find some very simple avatars that you can use. Of course you have to get them inside the shop, but they are for free, so you can use them. And basically just put them here, and if you want you can add an animation gizmo to make them move a little bit, that it looks more alive. I will not do this for now, or you can also, if you don't want to have too many of these avatars in the room, then you can just use the so-called holotar projector or the holotar object. And just record the little moving holotar for this. Whatever suits best for you. So using holotar would be one way of doing it, or use my little figures here. I always use my figures, they take less ink, and also you can see them from afar. For making the holotar in a way that you can already see them from afar is a little bit more complicated. There's tricks to it. So best use your own kind of figures or use mine. You can find them in the inside the shop. Just type in VR Church or look up my profile and find them on my profile. So, but now we're coming to the mechanics about this. So what we want to do first, we have this if chip, and this is because I want this person to say different things according to what happened before. Of course, you won't need this for the one that starts the kind of chain, but you want to have this for everyone that's coming up inside the chain. So let's say just for this example, we will create a button. Okay, and this button, if you press this button, this will start the chain, and then we can go down the chain, and it will be different if we have to go to the right person basically to continue this kind of fetch quest chain. So how we do that? So we have the trigger volume, you enter, and if you enter, then I like to use the show player subtitle. It's not only called subtitle. Player show subtitle. I like to use this because it's the most easy to set up. And so we will connect the player entered with the if chip, and here you have to be a little bit creative, because it's always in the beginning set to false, which means the standard will be false. So you will have to cross here a little bit. So I'm connecting. Let me still connect in that way. So I'm connecting this to this, and this to this. So what the person will say when I enter without the chain, if the chain isn't started yet, will be their standard sentence like, "Hi, dude, let there be standard sentences that's always hi, hey dude." So I go here, says hi dude, fine. So this is because when I enter, this value is still false. So it will tell me hi dude. Alright, so how do we do the chain now with this? Basically, we need another Boolean chip, and the Boolean values, Boolean variables are all synced throughout the room. So you have to think a little bit about how you want to set it up. Do you want to have this chain basically working for one person and every person has to start the chain, which I would suggest for such a fetch quest. So if everyone has to go through these steps to go to the end, it's not a shared thing. I would suggest you to do that. Or you can also make it a shared value, so it changes. Only one person has to talk to the first person or hit the button or something. But for my example, how I used it, I would keep it for so everyone has to go through the whole process. Just so, yeah. So how I did it in my game is I gave every step a value. Let's call it. Maybe you will have. So I will call it here now task 1, step 1, because maybe you will have 2 chains of this fetch quest chains in your game. So if you have only one, you can give it whichever name, but it's very good to keep the numbering so you know what you're actually doing. So now we have this Boolean value. So now if I push this button, this will turn the Boolean value to true. Didn't push it yet, so it's still false. And I will have to give this boolean over here the same name that this one over there has. So it is task 1 step 1. Okay. And connect it. Okay. And then what you want to do is you always have to keep good watch about how your chain goes basically. I put it now in this way, just that you see more easy how it's connected. But when I build myself, I sometimes also cross it, so it would be not like this, or it would be more like this. Because for me it's kind of easier to see, to have the on top the thing that he normally says if the chain hasn't started, and on the bottom the alternative thing if the chain has started. So that's something that you will have to decide before you build. Make it always the same so you don't get too confused, because I'm sometimes confusing these booleans. I sometimes don't get it that the first thing is actually the else if it's not true thing. So yeah. Alright, let's say go to Mike. So he will tell me now go to Mike. Not now, but now it tells me hi dude, because I'm still not, this is still false as you see. But if I turn it true, now you see it's true. And now you should tell me go to Mike. Okay, this is of course not a chain yet, but we can easily make it a chain. Basically, can clone this or make a new one. And now what you want to do is basically, after he said go to Mike, you turn the second one true and call it step 2. So what does this do? This turns this is still true, and this is still true. No, this is not true. This will become true when you enter. So, and if you want, you can also do something that will kind of reset the chain, and he will. So if it's connected like this now, once you are in the chain, he will always tell you go to Mike. You can also set it in a way that he only tells you once go to Mike, and then he tells you hey dude again. So that's what I did in my game. And this would be just that you take this task 1 step 1 again and put it to false. So not here, of course, when you going the right way. So now he tells me go to Mike, I'm leaving, coming back, and he tells me hey dude, and I have to get the thing again. Yeah, okay, let's try this now for several dudes. I will use the same avatar now for all. Basically can mark everything here. Just go to select, copy, and then paste recent, paste it somewhere else. Like, let's say the second one will be Mike, and the third one will be whoever. Let's see. Okay. Now we have these 3 guys. They will now tell me all hi dude. No, he tells me go to Mike, but now they all tell me hi dude. And the only thing basically that I have to do now is change these values. So go here to the second one, tell him step 2, which is turned on over there. don't forget to submit. This is important sometimes. And then it goes over to step 3 basically. Don't forget to submit. Turns off step 2. And so on. So say he tells me not go to Mike, but go to John. Alright. And the last one over here. Will be configure, and this will be step 3. Turning on. And this could, for example, step 3 could be that it's not turning on another step, but this might be opening a door, for example. Let's say it's let's say it's opening a door. So you connecting it to to another Boolean. You will just, and here I did something wrong already again. It has to check for step 3. Always don't forget to use the submit. Very important. As you saw already here, I didn't use the submit and it still had the wrong value. And also here the same. Okay. And here this will be the end of my chain and it will open the door. And this is easiest achieved with a rotator. Connected. Come on, to cube. Yeah, this doesn't look very good right now, but this is about mechanics, not about how it looks like. So here's the door. Yeah, it's not very, yeah. Say this is our door, this will open, we connect it to our rotator. And basically tell the chain to play the rotator. Set it to max value, which will be 90 degrees. And so it will turn some way now. But of course only if we have gone through all the 3 steps. Okay. So that's basically the mechanic of an easy fetch quest. Well done. Super simple. I used it in my first game. So this should work now. I'm going to this person. He tells me go to Mike. Going to this person. He tells me go to John. I'm going to this person and he will open the door. Hopefully. Yes, there we go. Oh, go. Yeah, okay. I didn't set the rotator right, but you get the basic. Yeah. Set target rotation. Weird. So yeah, but basically you get how this thing works. Of course, turn this off. To false. Yeah. Yeah, that's the basic thing. What you can do, of course, if you, for example, sometimes it happens that people step into this kind of thing too fast and step out. Which yeah, okay, no, it's not a problem here. Yeah, that's not a problem here. Okay. What I did for some things is that you can also, which I would not suggest you for this, but what you could also do, the player adds something on the player exited thing. Clear sub this is called clear subtitle. I think it's sub player clear current subtitle. So that's what you could also do if you don't want to stay the text to stay longer than you stand in front of these guys. So this is basically if you move away, it will turn away right away. I would not suggest you to do that, but I did that, and this opens some problem with this system that you can fix easily, and that I want to explain to you right now. And this is if you forget what this, maybe you have a task that is a little bit more complicated, that is maybe a little bit of a hint where this guy is hiding or something like that. Then the problem might be, as you saw, he tells you only once. So you forgot maybe, oh, how far did I get? You would have to start right from the beginning in this scenario, because he will tell you how to do it again and all these other codes. Oh, no. Why is he? Okay, because yeah. Of course, I walk the right way now. But how can you change this? Just a simple trick. Basically, what you want to do for changing this is don't turn this one to false here, the first one. When you're right, you don't turn this one to false, but you will wait until the next one. So let's see. Here you just have to remove it for the first step, and you basically exchange this one here for one step ahead, like so, and make it step 1. So what this does, instead of it will turn on step 3, which is this one, but instead of turning off step 2 here, it will turn off step 1. So if you come back here, this will still be active, and this guy will still tell you where to go if you haven't found the next one, and you can do the same on this one. Just leave one number basically in between. This way you will always be able to go to the last step until you found the next, basically. So it will always show you where you need to go. Thank you guys for watching. As always, like and subscribe the video if you liked it, or leave a comment. You can also leave comments on what you want to see more on this channel. So see you in the next video. Bye bye.